At the very beginning of Naruto, the hapless main character is contrasted with Uchiha Sasuke, an extremely gifted child, the best graduate of the academy, who approaches battles intelligently and quickly masters new complex techniques. Orochimaru dreamed of obtaining his body, and Minato called him an exceptional ninja. Sasuke's mentor became another genius, Kakashi Hatake. He was the most gifted ninja of his time. Just think about it. Kakashi graduated from the academy at 5, became a Chunin at 6, and a Jonin at 12. He has some of the highest intelligence scores among all characters, and ninjas from all over the world at different times acknowledged his immense power. During the first serious mission, Kakashi's team encounters Haku, another ninja extremely gifted from childhood, who quickly mastered his Kekkei Genkai. Zabuza highly valued Haku's strength. The boy used truly powerful techniques, which, combined with high intelligence and speed, made him a deadly opponent. Then, the Chunin exams began, during which Kakashi's students were opposed by other genin. Among them were Shikamaru, one of the smartest characters in Naruto in general, Neji, a natural genius of the Hyuga clan, as well as Gaara, a walking superweapon who, even in childhood, was capable of killing qualified ninjas. All three are definitely gifted children, geniuses of their generation. Someone might object that Gaara is not a genius, because the sand did all the work for him. However, that is not so. One has to know how to use that sand. Gaara demonstrated a variety of techniques, as well as a creative approach to both defense and offense. In the end, through his own effort, he became one of the youngest Kage. At the exam, Kakashi's students encounter Orochimaru. Here, I think words are unnecessary. He was a prodigy and a recognized genius. His talent was praised by Hashirama himself. One of the legendary three, Orochimaru studied many techniques, improved them, and created new ones. He literally dismantled the entire world around him brick by brick, and understood what was arranged, how. Only his close associate Kabuto, yet another genius from birth, could surpass such a giant of thought. Danzo and Orochimaru took an interest in him already in early childhood. As a spy, Yakushi obtained information that no one else could get, and was capable of playing absolutely any role. And his potential as a scientist is not even worth mentioning. What he did to himself allowed him to fight on equal footing with the Uchiha brothers, and this without cheats like Edo Tensei, which he, by the way, perfected. One could list all the achievements of this character for a long time. Right now, the main thing is to emphasize his giftedness, and I think you were convinced of this already while watching the anime. His opponent in the war was Itachi, and here again, words are unnecessary. That Itachi is a genius among geniuses was stated in the plot about 100500 times. One of the smartest characters who at the age of 7 thought like a Hokage. His talent and strength were acknowledged by other geniuses from today's list, Orochimaru and Kakashi. Itachi's friend, Uchiha Shisui, was also, imagine that, a genius and one of the most talented members of the clan of that era. Legends were told about his speed. He quickly rose to the rank of Jonin and carried out dangerous missions at a very early age. Since we've started talking about the Uchiha clan, it would be unfair not to mention Madara. One of the strongest ninjas in all of history, he also demonstrated extraordinary giftedness already in childhood. Before meeting Hashirama, young Madara single-handedly killed adult, experienced Senju clan ninjas. His genius was emphasized by Hashirama's father. Throughout his life, Madara developed and carried out the most complex plans and constantly became stronger, ultimately reaching such power that his name entered history. And what about his main opponent? Also a natural-born genius with abnormally powerful chakra from birth and truly miraculous cells. His brother Tobirama is also a genius. He likewise displayed outstanding ninja skill from childhood and later created many extraordinary techniques. His student and, concurrently, the third Hokage, Hiruzen, was also a prodigy with innate talent. He was likewise one of the strongest ninjas of his generation, with colossal knowledge and outstanding intellect. And you all know his successor, the fourth Hokage, perfectly well. Minato was a genius from childhood, the holder of the highest academy scores, one of the strongest ninjas of all time, and the fastest man in the world. I could talk for a very long time, and in great detail about each of them, but I feel sorry for your time. After all, you have already grasped the main point of this already lengthy enumeration. A genius is a person with outstanding intellect and abilities, specifically outstanding, standing out from the general background. Such people are 1 in a million. Geniuses are a rarity. So what do we see in Naruto? Every second plot-significant character, the prodigy and a genius. Moreover, recognized by almost the entire world. Within the universe, the situation is somewhat smoothed out. There are thousands of ordinary extras, against whose background the geniuses shine. Besides, these great people lived in different times and are evenly distributed across the chronology, taking their place in history. But if we take Naruto precisely as a work of fiction, we are faced with a clear excess. In the Fourth Great War alone, all the geniuses from today's list fought except Shisui, and that's more than a dozen people. Do you see what I'm getting at? When everyone around is a genius, no one is a genius. Did you notice any special genius of Hashirama or Neji during the war? We were told how special these people were. And even earlier, we were shown how strong these people were. But in the end, everything was nullified, because a whole bunch of geniuses were melted together in one cauldron, who closer to the finale did not contrast in any way with ordinary ninjas. Take the battle of the Uchiha brothers against Kabuto as an example. All three are prodigy geniuses, but this is simply not visible, because there is nothing left to compare them to. Therefore, we observe what seems like an ordinary fight, and for that time we completely forget that each of these ninjas is outstanding and special in something. However, when this contrast did exist, things were not much better. Again, because of a total overdose. Here is the genius Sasuke, to whom everything comes easily. And here is the loser Naruto, who achieves everything through hard training. Just like Kakashi and Obito, Neji and Rock Lee, Neji and Hinata, Gaara and Rock Lee, Orochimaru and Jiraiya. Oh yes, this was also recalled in the story of Indra and Ashura. Time after time we were served the same thing. Yes, Kishimoto wanted to convey a message. That's clear. But wouldn't 2 or 3 examples have been enough? Instead, every second character is a genius tryhard. So Kishimoto not only produced a multitude of geniuses who at certain moments simply dissolved into each other, but also gave almost every second one a completely identical rival. And when there were no rivals, the concentration of genius per frame shot straight into the stratosphere. Hashirama, Tobirama, and Madara, 3 geniuses who lived at the same time and constantly crossed paths. Tobirama raised the genius Hiruzen, and he raised the genius Orochimaru, who noticed the genius Kabuto and attempted to take over the genius Itachi, the friend of the genius Shisui. I won't even start on the Chunin exam. In the old games, there was even a team genius, which included Sasuke, Shikamaru, and Neji. In general, the world turned out to be so cramped that all geniuses, one way or another, were acquainted with each other or were acquaintances of acquaintances. One could say that Kishimoto succeeded in revealing the theme of genius in specific cases and failed on the global level. So, what do you think about this? Is there really an overdose of geniuses in Naruto? Or is this how it's supposed to be? I'm waiting for your opinion in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.